Hi everyone, I hope you're all really well and having a good week, and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. So today we are talking August favourites. I am sorry I haven't done a favourites video for a couple of months, but we are back with an August favourites. So get comfy, grab a cup of tea or drink of your choice, Coke Zero in my case. Yeah, get comfy and we are going to get into this. Speaking of comfy, I'm sitting on a new mattress topper that is just heavenly. I'll tell you about that more in a minute. If you haven't watched one of my favourites videos before, I like to break them down like into categories, like a TV, film, podcast section, fashion, beauty, other random bits, and food and drink. So today I haven't got all of those categories. I've actually got quite a few TV film recommendations. I'm actually going to start here today. Okay, so I've got my little list, because what I do is throughout the month, whenever I am like really enjoying something, I'll write it in my favourites, so then come the end of the month I can see all the things that I have loved. Okay, so first up is a film on Netflix. It's called Purple Hearts. It's a film about a girl who's a musician, and they have like a, like a convenience marriage. Not so much like it's not a loving marriage, they just do it kind of for convenience, and it kind of spirals and it's like ups and downs. It's actually so good. I do think it's quite like a chick flicky kind of film. I really enjoyed watching it. It's just quite an easy watcher. And then my second film to recommend, it's also on Netflix and also is kind of like a chick flicky film. It's called Look Both Ways. Natalie, the main character, described it on Netflix. On the eve of her college graduation, Natalie's life diverges into parallel reality. One in which she becomes pregnant and remains in her hometown to raise her child, and another which she moves to LA to pursue her dream career. So you see these like two lives kind of going at the same time. I think it's actually so well done and I really enjoyed it. The outcome of both of those decisions is really, really good, and I found it like so heartwarming, and like I really enjoyed it. I actually think I shed a couple of tears in that film. So that's another really good one to add to your list. The final easy watching girly thing is also on Netflix, and it's a series called Never Have I Ever. An American high school watching I don't know, she's maybe like 15-year-old girl like going through high school and like the kind of things that come with it. Again, really easy watching. You like really fall in love with the characters. There's a few seasons of that on Netflix. Each episode is only like 30 minutes, so I just find it a really like easy watch, and it's nice to watch before going to bed. Leaving the easy watching things here, so Blackbird on Apple TV. It's an American crime thriller based on a true story. It's got Taron Egerton in. He plays one of the main characters. It's based inside a prison. Someone's trying to get a confession out of someone else, and it's really gripping. It's intense. I was absolutely hooked and watched the entire thing over the bank holiday weekend. And then two other programs. Capture, which is on BBC. The first series came out in 2019, I think, and they've just released a new series. There's 2 episodes currently available on BBC iPlayer. It's really good. Now, when I googled it, it did come up with this, but I feel like you only find that out towards the end of the first series, so I don't want to give it all away at the beginning, but it's a British police mystery drama. If you kind of like that thing, just give it a watch. I think you'll like it. And then there's a brand new, again, crime thriller drama on ITV. It's called Suspect. I've only watched 1 episode and I'm absolutely hooked already. It follows a psychologist who's approached by the police to help them on a murder investigation, yet he is like, there's little things keep coming up which make you think that he could be involved, but we really don't know yet. It's really, really good. I've already got quite a lot in this category, so I'm just going to leave you with 1 podcast episode to listen to. So I've spoken about this one before. It's called The Diary of a CEO, but it's a specific episode with Mo Gawdat, who is like renowned, like the happiness expert. He's actually an engineer and he's like the chief business officer at Google X. His brain works in this weird and wonderful way, and he really breaks things down very simply. The episode is about 2 hours. It actually came out in November last year, so I listened to it then, but recently I've re-listened to it. I listen to it like when I'm driving, if I'm walking, if I'm just like doing like chores at home, I just pop my headphones in. So I listened to it in bits as it's 2 hours long, but it's like, I just feel like everyone should listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say. It really puts a perspective on things. It really helps you to like shift your mindset. If you're feeling low, listen to it. Okay, so that is it on TV and entertainment. Okay, so next up, let's talk bedding and sleep. So earlier on at the beginning of the video, I mentioned I've got a new mattress topper. So this next part of the video is in collaboration with Emma Sleep, who have the most comfortable mattresses, mattress toppers. Their products are made up of the latest technology of spring and memory foam mattress, and just let me honestly tell you, you lay on the bed and you are on a marshmallow. Imagine a big bag of marshmallows and you are just lying on it. That is what it feels like. So this is the mattress topper. Look at that squishiness. Oh my goodness, this has completely like upgraded our mattress, and it also gives your mattress more longevity because it is like protected by this. It's a flip topper, so you can either have it this side or this side. One side is more kind of squishier than the other. It depends kind of what firmness you want. One of my favorite features on the Emma products is the removable and machine washable covers. An absolute lifesaver. I know I sound like such a grandma, but getting into bed is like always one of my favorite things to do. And then having this on top of my mattress just literally takes bedtime to the next level. And in our spare room as well, we also have an Emma mattress. Whenever we have anyone come to stay, they always say how comfortable it was and what a good night's sleep they had. So I have just lifted the mattress out here to show you it, because it does like sit quite deep into our bed frame. Look at that. It's so comfortable. It's got 3 layers of pressure relieving foam. The cover unzips, so you can take this off, wash it and put it back on. They always have really good discounts on their website, and they change all the time, and you can use my code, which is LauraDream5, on top of the current like discounted price to get you an additional 5% off. You get free shipping and returns with all of their products. They also offer a 200-night sleep trial, so if you buy it and you're really not happy with it and you don't find it comfortable, then you can send it back, and you also get a 10-year warranty on it as well, which is amazing. So as I said, the code for additional discount is LauraDream5. I will leave all of the details linked down below. And then still on the bed chat, I've got some new pillowcases. They're from Slip, which are 100% Mulberry silk pillowcases, and it smells so unbelievably luxurious and delicate and just delightful to rest your little head on. These help with temperature regulating. The silk is very gentle on your skin and hair. It stops any like matting of your hair, and very delicate on your little precious face as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying those. Hemming web. This is just like changed my life. This was I think £2.50 from Amazon. You can alter and take your trousers up at home using this. Super easy, like all for £2.50. It's fantastic. I'm 5'4", so I find a lot of trousers are too long, and this is just amazing. I will pop a video in here of how exactly I've used it. I love these trousers, but I feel like they'd be more flattering on me if they were slightly shorter like this. So I'm going to show you how I did this really quickly at home. So first of all, fold them under to the length you want and then pin them. You can use anything. I use these little hair clips. Check the length is correct. Then you want to turn the trouser inside out, remove your clips or pins, and just make sure you have got them nice and even. For this, you will want scissors and some hemming web. You can buy this from supermarkets or Amazon. Next up, you want to cut strips the width of the trouser. I've actually cut 2 strips because the amount that I'm turning up is quite wide. And then you want to tuck them in at the fold where they are going to stick. Then take your iron and thoroughly press the area where you've put the strips. Then you can repeat this on the other side and then on the other leg as well. And that is how you can quickly, easily and cheaply take up your own trousers at home. Let's move on to beauty, and I've got quite a few things, so I'm just going to whiz through these quickly. First up is a hand wash. Quite random, but this is the lemon butter and hemp seed hand wash from Beauty Pie. First of all, I love how big it is. It is 500 ml. It just feels like a really big pot, which I like. I love just like the clean aesthetic of it. It fits really nicely in with my bathroom. It smells amazing and it feels amazing. I get really dry hands. It's got lemon butter and hemp protein, which is very hydrating, moisturizing and conditioning. So this feels really nice and it smells really nice as well. Okay, next up is a hair product. It's from a brand called Color Wow, and it's the Dream Filter. I'm actually going to give you the description on the back because this explains it a lot better. So it's a pre-shampoo spray that you like saturate your hair in, leave it on for 1 to 3 minutes, shampoo it out. Basically minerals that are found especially in cities, it destroys the intensity and like the beauty of your hair color. There's traces of copper, iron, magnesium and calcium, chlorine and other elements that will basically it warps your hair color over time. This is a pre-shampoo treatment that strips all of those bad elements, minerals out of your hair, leaving your color fresh again. And honestly, I was quite skeptical about this. I was like, really? And guess what? It's fantastic. I've only used it once and I wish I filmed it before and after. Next time I use it, I will. If you're feeling like your hair color is a bit lackluster and it's just dull and not really doing anything, honestly, just give this a go. I think this is about £20. I'll leave it linked down below. But yeah, honestly, that I'm very impressed with. Okay, next up, I've got a little duo that I'm absolutely loving at the moment. So it's an exfoliator and then a face tanning serum, and using these like in tandem, honestly, just get the best results. So all of the writing has rubbed off on this because it's well used, but this is the Omorovitsa Refining Face Polish. It's a super gritty face exfoliator, and with Omorovitsa they have this like healing Hungarian water in all of their products. So it's, honestly, their products are incredible. So I have a good old face exfoliate with that, and then dry off your skin. Then this is the Bare by Vogue Tanning Serum. I use the shade medium. How I apply it, as you'll see here, I use like 3 pumps onto, you could just use like any kind of makeup brush or anything. You just want this kind of like dense brush. Obviously make sure it hasn't got any makeup on when you use it, just give it a good clean. I use a brush just because I feel like it just gives a very even coverage. However, you can absolutely use your hands. Just remember to wash your hands after. It's got hyaluronic acid in, which is very hydrating and plumping in your skin, and then it's also got the tanning element in as well, so it really gives you hydrated tanned skin. And honestly, I use this at night. I'll do my face exfoliator, put this on, and then use like a nice intense moisturizer, usually like a moisture mask overnight. By the way, I don't do that every night, probably only like once, twice max a week. When you wake up in the morning, this just gives you the nicest glow. It honestly looks like you just come back off holiday. Sometimes I'll use it on my chest as well if I'm feeling a bit pale, but I'm absolutely loving this. It makes me want to wear less makeup. My natural skin just looks better because it's slightly more like tanned. I also don't like putting my face in the sun on holiday, so when I went on holiday I used this to keep my face looking nice and tanned, but I wasn't getting any sun damage at all. Right, a few makeup bits. Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is in the shade 2 medium. Honestly, don't know when I open this. I swear I've had this on the go for so long. This is super messy, but you can open and close it, and when this little pad thing is open, loads comes out. So I've had mine locked and I'm just using the residue on the end, and I've been using, honestly, the residue for a good few months. Like, you just need the tiniest amount and it just gives you such a gorgeous golden glow. I love it. I'm using it as like a highlighter on the top of my cheeks. Okay, next up, got to be brow and what do they call it? Where's the name of it? The official name has got to be Glued for Brows and Edges Gel. So it's like a mascara wand. So first of all, it works so well at holding your brows in place all day. Compared to others on the market, this is just so cheap basically, and it's so good. And also I've been just loving wearing my hair slick back because I've just been very lazy with my hair this month. And any little flyaways, it's got 2 sides to it. You can just use the side with the longer bristles, and when you're putting your hair up, you can just basically comb it over and it just slicks down any little flyaways. I don't like to make these videos too long. I know your time is precious, so I've just got a couple of things in the fashion department to share with you. So throughout August I lived in, and my go-to shoes were Birkenstocks. These were just by the front door, and every time I went out I'd just put these on. And then also I'd pair it with a basket bag. I feel like these two, they just work so well together, and they just go with everything. As we are now coming into September, I am actually still going to be wearing these, because although I know a lot of us want to transition our wardrobes over, and I know I am getting excited for new season fashion as well. I actually just filmed a new H&M haul, which will be live by the time this goes up, and with lots of like really nice transitional pieces. September here in the UK doesn't always tend to be like, it's not that cold, so you can absolutely still wear like your Birkenstocks and still keep like a little element of summer in the outfits with a basket bag. So even if you're wearing like a jumper and trousers, you can still pop on your Birkenstocks. So I've loved summer, and I'm just not ready to let go of summer just yet. So I'll definitely be keeping my Birkenstocks and basket bags going through September as well. Okay, my loves, that brings us to the end, and if you are still here now, then thank you so much for watching. Everything that I spoke about will be linked down below. If you don't already, I would love if you would if you don't already, I would love if you would kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!